Mika, there's something that developed in the last 24 hours that is very significant, and that is, in your clip, you just talked about Barack Obama touting his quote-unquote sound judgment in these matters. He opposed the surge.
First, I think it's important to know that Barack Obama opposed the surge.
Opposed the surge.
Now, you might recall that Senator Obama, my opponent, said the surge would not succeed, that the strategy of the surge would not succeed, said the surge would fail.
You could say that, but it would turn out to be wrong. There are 100 reasons why this is a totally irresponsible position. The position that was the correct one, that turned out historically to be correct, is the position that we should have done the surge. The surge that he didn't support, which Barack Obama opposed strongly, calling for no surge.
And he went so far as to say he would even now oppose the surge.
And still denies that it has succeeded.
Still oppose the surge.
Still fails to acknowledge.
Still opposing the surge.
Still fails.
Still wouldn't have done the surge.
Still oppose the surge, even opposing it now, even knowing what he knows now.
Still to this day, still doesn't acknowledge as having succeeded incredibly.
And for him to not only vote against it then, but to now say he would still be opposed to it should be of great concern to those who are concerned.
His lack of judgment in opposing the surge and his being wrong on that and his unwillingness to admit that he was wrong, which he really required Hillary to do, is just as important an issue now. I think this is going to hurt him a lot in the presidential campaign.
But first of all,
he was dead wrong about the surge.
Senator Obama has been wrong.
Has been wrong and is wrong.
He was wrong throughout 2006, 2007, multiple times, as recently as November of 2007.
Wrong then, he's wrong now.
Senator Obama was clearly wrong in the first place. Look, he got it wrong in the first place. Look, he was just wrong about the surge. Wrong on the surge.
Senator Obama was wrong. Who was right? I was right.
Senator McCain was right. Senator McCain was right.
John McCain in the very, very enviable position. John McCain turns out to be right. John McCain has turned out to be right.
Senator McCain was right about the surge.
Senator McCain's right that the surge is central.
We need to have a surge.
John McCain was right, and Barack Obama was completely, absolutely wrong. I know the media has a hard time with this, but Obama turns out to be completely wrong.
He was wrong. It's a remarkable failure to understand the facts on the ground.
Senator Obama is not on a fact-finding mission because the facts don't seem to affect him. What kind of fact-finding trip is this?
Senator McCain, of course, was a champion of the surge, and that surge strategy, as you know, was championed by one John McCain.
John McCain came up and helped to come up with the idea of the surge, was the strongest advocate of, strongest proponent of the surge, supported it when it wasn't very popular, against tremendous criticism in the Senate, particularly from Barack Obama.
I had the courage and the judgment to say that I would rather lose a political campaign than lose a war. It seems to me that Senator Obama would rather lose a war in order to win a political campaign. I said at the time that I supported the surge that I would much rather lose a campaign than lose a war. Senator Obama has indicated by his failure to acknowledge the success of the surge that he would rather lose a war than lose a campaign. So apparently, Senator Obama would rather lose a war in order to win a campaign.
That's pretty strong language. Do you really think he's that craven?
I think that it's very clear that Senator Obama has refused to recognize that the strategy in Iraq called the surge has succeeded.
But what you seem to be saying there is that it's all about personal ambition for him and not about what he honestly thinks is right for the country.
I do not believe that any objective observer can conclude that the surge did not work, and he should know better.
He made a mistake in not supporting the surge. You make a mistake?
Do you think it was a mistake?
Of course it's a mistake. It's been long past that we figured out that Barack Obama is the New York Times candidate.